Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. And we're underway.
The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive system.
Yeah, it certainly looks a very front-footed approach.
It is, and with the front three, especially the wide men, running at and beyond the defence, there's going to be an awful lot asked of the midfield. They have to supply those balls the attack can run onto, while at the same time maintaining the team's overall shape by linking the front and back.
And it's Cruyff. And this is Adriano. Cruyff. Who do you think this turns on, Jim? Bullet! Well, that looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it.
Well, he's never the sort to doubt his own capabilities. Always fancies himself, no matter what the situation.
Cruyff. Adriano. Threads one in. De Rossi. Cannavaro. De Rossi. So, what can they make of this? Now it's Neymar. Del Piero. Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Well, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Seedorf with a definite foul there. Seedorf did incur the wrath of the referee and has earned himself a booking in the process. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Cannavaro has a look and plays it forward. Kuching City are enjoying the lion's share of possession, but nothing yet to show for it. Oh no, no circumventing this opponent. There's a quick free kick. Oh, good ball! And the ball's come loose here.
Adriano really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Bullet! And it's a goal! That is so good, such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
The first breakthrough.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Tries to play it through, and he's made sure that's not getting through. Deftly away. No, he's not getting any further than that. Is that a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Now, can they get him away? A quick look, thought about cutting in, getting up there! And that's a good finish. A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
A lovely header, but really it was all about the delivery.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
Del Piero. Belletti. This is Adriano. Can he get it through? And he's taking no chances there. Selangor do have a chance to counter here. Looking to play him in. And he's certainly onside here. Great chance! And that's in! And they get themselves in front! Simplicity itself.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
Selangor have their lead. Kuching City are still behind as we reach out for half-time. It's Neymar! Oh, how's that for a goal? About as smooth as it gets. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So the lead now is 2.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency.
Towering header! He's done very well to get to that.
Adriano is offering a right smile there.
It's played through for him. Neymar picks it up out wide. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Well, that has not gone well. Oh, super ball! Tries a shot! And it's there! They are purring, truly purring. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will. And we've reached half-time. So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest. So right back into the action. 45 minutes to change their fate. That's a cute ball. No luck with that dink over the top. Oh, he's been caught napping. He's under a lot of pressure there. Kuching City can breathe again, just.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Gets his head on it! He was certain to score. It is an inexplicable miss.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Oh, a delicate chip through. It's a promising position. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Seedorf is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Cannavaro, and that's been intercepted. Bullet! And that is a truly outstanding save.
I think it's a very fair effort, Peter, considering he didn't have much in the way of space to play with.
Substitution on the field.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Coming on the field is number 42.
That has been knocked clear.
Substitutions taking
Selangor
place.
have the chance to go the other way. Oh, he's found support out wide. He has found the way through. Del Piero with the... Bullet! It's bounced back off the post. And he hits the net. Untouchable, remorseless, relentless. A class of their own. Not so much sophistication as doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
This is a gloriously greedy performance. And here's Yamal. Can he finish? And no mistake. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Well, you've always got to have players that are willing to make the runs. And when you keep plugging away, that will happen.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Kuching City still making a fight of this. And here's Mbappe.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Now it's Hullet. Tries to pass it through. And Del Piero! Wonderful from Del Piero! A finish of true class! That is a diamond of a goal. The planning immaculate, the execution brilliant.
That was magnificent. The way he cut it so perfectly, I think he's even managed to surprise himself, Peter.
Selangor are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that. Kuching City still have the cards to affect this game. Just eases him off the ball. Selangor appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition.
Oh, he's been caught on it here. Now it's Del Piero. Maldini. And here's Mbappe. Hullet tries a deft little ball. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Probing pass. Now, what about a counter-attack? Looking for options for movement. Yep, it's a corner. Corner number 2 then.
Substitution on the field. Number 11, Neymar. Number 13.
Oh, he's been flattened there. And that's not going to trouble anybody.
Number 4, Kvaratskhelia. Number 17, Danny Olmo.
And he's gone direct here. Hullet is onto it in a flash. And here's Yamal. Now it's Mbappe. Shot a goal! Oh, denied at the last.
Kuching City certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Yamal! Oh, terrific save.
Lamine Yamal clearly was a little selfish there, but I don't think it was a bad attempt.
And this is Yaya Toure. Picked out brilliantly. Del Piero! Hullet. And here's Del Piero. Platini. He's a sharp little ball here. Yamal. Yamal's cross.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
There will be 4 extra minutes. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Aims beyond the defence. Great ball, and he's in here. That was very necessary. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Ambitious ball here. That's good play. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Kuching City cannot spin this any other way. They came up against opponents who were thrilling. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So we're up and running.
Well, as box office names go, Peter, David Beckham is right up there.
Yeah, he gets the turnstiles clicking, that's for sure, but footballing qualities?
Well, I think any defence is going to be nervous because of the sheer quality he can produce.
Especially over a dead ball.
Yeah, not just that, I think in open play he can deliver for fun too.
And here's Nakata.
Nakata really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
He is through, he goes for a shot! Oh, and that is really good tenacity. Barcelona with the corner, they're first. Oh, it's terribly wayward. And he thumps it clear. Opts for safety. Maldini. Cannavaro. Cruyff. This is a promising build-up. Vieira. And this is Cruyff. Hoisted in. That's put paid to the danger. Taken back almost at once. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Messi. Now it's Yamal. And now the breakaway. Kuching City, so far providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Oh, important interception. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Barcelona clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Gullit, who needs just a moment to score a goal. Looking for options for movement. He whips it across. Oh, good fly! Goal! And that is goal number 20. A lovely header, but really it was all about the delivery.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
So the first moment of real significance.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to...
Can he finish? And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Corner number 2 then. Beckham with the short one. And he's there to belt it away. And it's Pedri. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well, that pass isn't the best. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Kuching City clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Cafu. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good.
Pedri! And that is doing no harm at all.
Well, the way he set himself up was just so clever. No wonder he's disappointed.
Cruyff. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Platini. Pedri producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Just eases him off the ball. Spread neatly. Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given.
Well, if he truly fancies his chances from here, he's going to need the best of the best.
Missed by a fraction. Cafu. Puyol. Serginho is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Now it's Pedri. Pedri will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent.
Kuching City can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
Nakata. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
It's Adriano! And no mistake. And there we have it, the 2-goal cushion. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Kuching City are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And back to the keeper they go. And the referee has signalled for half-time.
Well, I don't think most of us were expecting a second, Peter. It's become pretty much the ideal half.
That certainly seems to be the case.
Well, both half-time team talks will undergo change now. One will be solid, the other needs to be pretty inspiring.
Kuching City sitting pretty here. 2 goals putting them into the driving seat.
Substitutions taking place.
So we're underway for the second half. Pass somewhat off target. Platini. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. And it's Belletti. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Pullet chasing after it. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Here's Vieira. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Oh, facing up. He'll try from distance! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Neymar actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Belletti. And it's Michel Platini. Looking for the run. Can he latch on to this? He leaps for it! That was superb goalkeeping!
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Belletti. Picked out brilliantly. Chiellini clears without hesitation. Now, can they get him away? And the shot! So 2-0 the scoreline early after half-time. Neymar. And it's Serginho. Cafu. Pedri. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Messi. And they win it back again. Barcelona are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Could move up a gear here. Maldini, always on the lookout for any signs of danger. Yamal tries to pass it through, and he's quick to get rid. And here's Owen. Owen! Off target by a whisker.
Substitution on the field. Number 24.
So we have movement on both benches.
Number 4, Vieira. Number 21, Adriano.
Coaching City, perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution.
Gerrard.
Good take. Can he finish? Yes! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff.
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
A case now of complete control. He's a sharp little ball here. Serginho, nicely shaped cross. Now it's Yamal. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Yamal. Yamal. He steps in, and that's the end of that. He won't be happy with that one. Neymar going face-to-face with his great rival. That has found him in acres of space. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Big chance, corner.
Substitution on the field.
Coaching City have their second corner now.
Coming on the field is
Chiellini attempts a clearance.
Romario. Substitution in progress.
That's going wide left. He's got away. Platini crosses it in. Referee's given a throw. It's a promising position. Looks across and plays it in. Brilliantly cut out. That is good progress on the left. And it's Owen. Neymar. Neymar. Oh, that's fabulous. Owen.
Look, this is so frustrating. Passing without any end product is just passing time.
Mateus.
2 added minutes has
Belletti.
been indicated.
And he plays one through. Gets his head on it! Oh, crossbar! He was certain to score. It is an inexplicable miss. Cafu. Oh no, what has happened here? And that is as far as it goes. Oh, this is a side which is purring, picture perfect, a win they will relish, having pulverised what was put in front of them. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So we're up and running. Fabio Cannavaro, Jim. Some people credit him with making defending fashionable again.
I didn't know it had gone out of fashion, Peter, but yeah, his exploits certainly led to the guys at the back getting a bit more credit.
Yeah, and I'm sure for you that's a very welcome development.
And long overdue.
That's a good foray he's making. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Cannavaro. Belletti. And it's Michel Platini. Vieira. And it's Michel Platini. That is a great pick out. Yeah, he's offering an apology for that. He needed to deliver a better ball. Piqué. It's Belletti. Kuching City controlling the possession in this early phase. Maldini. De Rossi. Beckham. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And we have our very first corner. And that should get the job done. Kuching City are looking to go forward now. Vieira. Well, that pass isn't the best. Quarter of an hour played. Expertly cut out, really nicely done.
Oh, look, this is about as tentative as it comes. Hopefully, a football match will break out soon.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Works it forward. That is ended up in no man's land. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Adriano. And this is Hullet. Vieira can see things others simply cannot. That is good alertness. So what can they make of this? Vieira. Looking to play him in. And this is Adriano. Adriano was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. De Rossi promptly onto that, and that is that. Oh, no joy this time. Cruyff. Now it's Roberto Carlos. Cruyff. Not the worst cross in the world, but still room for improvement. Now that's well seen too. And it's Cruyff. Knocks it into space. This looks promising. He's having a shot! Piqué gets it away. Vieira. Great ball, and he's Cruyff!
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
And here's Platini. Platini going face-to-face with his great rival. Chance to deliver. Tries to get it clear.
Phoenix Rising have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
That's a sharp pass. Vieira.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Still looking for the first breakthrough, and it is nearly half-time now. Now it's Platini. Tries to play it through. And he whips it in. Defending of the desperate variety. Adriano. Vieira. And it's Michel Platini. Beckham has it in a wide position. Good read, needed to be. Rijkaard. And they can counter here. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
He made it look a bit predictable.
And Hullet! They've scored!
Surprise, surprise. Look who turns up to give his side the ultimate lift before the break. Now we can look forward to a whole different...
And that is all they have time for. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. Some first half thoughts?
Haven't played that badly. Getting caught again on the counter-attack is unlikely. They're switched on to that and still very much in this game.
Kuching City can be fairly satisfied then. It's so far so good for them, and it's 1-0 at the break. And we're already back up and running after half-time. Kuching City currently ahead by the smallest of margins. Played into space, or played right into his path. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
And this is Ronaldo. Oh, that's sweet, almost telepathic. Rijkaard. And it's Vieira. Great ball if he can get there. It's an inviting-looking ball, that. Cristiano Ronaldo. That'll be a throw.
Substitution on the field, number 21, Adriano. Coming on to replace him is number 15, Jamal. Substitutions taking place.
Hullet. Probing pass. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Schmeichel with the clearance. And it's Messi. Great vision. And this is Drogba. Cross deflected behind for a corner.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Cleared without hesitation. Messi! Kuching City have the chance to go the other way. And that's definitely not his best. Cruyff being watched hawkishly here.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now. That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
He's rising! Goal! They are right back in business.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
And in a trice, the substitute has scored already.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Substitution on the field, number 24.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
Coming on the field is
We're looking at a different game now.
Pele.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides.
Shapes to shoot! And he's stuck it away! And the comeback is complete! There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Phoenix rising with the lead.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department. It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
And this is Drogba. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. And this is Pele. Just about up to 75 minutes. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And this is Hullet. Pedro Neto. Dink through. Oh, well played.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Pedro Neto. Aims beyond the defence. Piqué. Belletti. Hullet. Hullet.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
He's on it, can he get away? Threads one in. He's found space here. And it's Belletti. And that is out of play. Just eases him off the ball. Now, can they get him away? Pedro Neto is someone who's always looking to catch the eye with his trickery. Floated through. Thinks about the... And Hullet!
Phoenix Rising can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
Good defending there. They've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. Vieira. And here's Platini. Tries to pass it through. I think that's a corner. Yes, it is.
Well, they've got to get everyone forward, and maybe even the keeper.
And that should get the job
There will
done.
be 3 minutes
And that has
added
left him
time.
in a heap. We are into overtime. Pele. Pedro Neto is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Piqué with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. The pass has gone astray. Belletti. That's at the end. Well, what a game. Unpredictable to the very end, momentum shifting this way and that. The kind Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So that's got things underway. Adriano, man they call Imperatore, the Emperor.
Indeed, when he gets his game in good order, he is pretty much untouchable with that monster of a left foot.
Can be a showstopper, that. Gerrard. And the shot's on here. Now there's a fine ball. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Van Bouten kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Great defending, strong and determined. Vieri. Now it's Yamal. And once more he proves rigid and robust. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Edmilson. And Bastoni. It's a good spell of possession, this. Shapes to shoot!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And it's Figo. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. The muscular approach does pay off here. Otto made a surge from full-back, as it turned out unsuccessfully. He has found the way through. That is great defending, so alert. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Yamal. Yamal will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Figo. Oh, that's well spotted. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Kuching City, so far providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Now it's Pele. Now it's Platini. Yamal. Big chance! And needless to say, that deserved better.
What a pass. One that literally dropped into his path. It was asking to be finished.
That's a good ball out wide. Yamal is someone who's always looking to catch the eye with his trickery. Now he's... and he shoots! He's been taken down and the referee has pointed at the spot. Kuching City presented with a golden opportunity here. So this the chance to fire his team in front. Just one winner. Not a twitch, not a blink.
Well, I'm not sure what body language the keeper was trying to read, but it didn't work.
You felt it was coming, 1-0.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
And it's Figo. Some intricate passing, look, and the finish! And there's a goal! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So they have it all to do again.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
And here's Yamal.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Looking for options for movement. Ball swung in. And it's hoisted clear. Figo. Mackay can be a real threat inside the box. Nuno Mendes.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Pelé, in with the challenge. Gabriel gets on his bike and on the move. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Figo. Figo really struggling to influence the game.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
1 minute added time.
Tries to pass it through. And for the first half, that is that. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. So, all square at half-time, each side matching the other blow for blow at the break.
And we come to you now with a quick request for support for our World Charity Fund. Substitution on the field, number 10, Pele. Coming on the field is number 11, Gullit.
So we're into the second 45.
Kuching City clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Cross deflected behind for a corner.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Piqué with the clearance. Nicely weighted ball. And now they can spring out of defence. That's an excellent interception. Kuching City do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
Great vision. Crosses it in. Dani Olmo can get it clear.
Manchester United clearly are trying to mix things up here, keeping their opponents guessing.
Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Platini looking to add to his goal. Manchester United appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
And he's being shifted off it. And it's Figo. Now it's come to nothing. Figo. Otto. Ball in toward... Oh, good effort! Oh, it's hit the post! Goal! Manchester United! And the comeback is complete! He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
Substitution on the field. Number 7.
Kuching City are able now to make their substitution. It's been on the cards for a few moments now.
On the field.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
And it's Otto. Otto. Oh, that's nice. And that is headed for the middle. Big chance, corner. Manchester United have their second corner now. Defending of the desperate variety. That's good play. He's had it taken off him. Kuching City are looking to go forward now. And he's managed to get free.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Yeah, he's offering an apology for that. He needed to deliver a better ball. Gerrard. He won't be happy with that one. And it's Otto. Cruyff quietly revving up. Threads one in. And Hullet! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Hullet actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Substitution on the field. Number 15.
Two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time. Towering header! Not a bad try by any means.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Oh, he's been caught on it here. Now it's Danny Olmo. And he's had a shot!
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Kuching City have now used up all but one of their substitution windows. Van Bouten. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Now that looks a decent ball.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
No way through. Cruyff. And here's Hullet. Now it's Platini. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. And it's pulled back. Oh, well played.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Quality ball. Plenty to aim at here. And he's made sure that's not getting through. And that was very necessary. And it's Serginho. And that's a throw-in. And it's played in. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside.
There will be 3 minutes
Nice
at
physical
a time.
challenge. And the number on the board is 3. Stood up well to him there. Platini. That's a nicely shaped ball. Now that's well seen too.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. That's that, the end. Well, what a game. Unpredictable to the very end, momentum shifting this way and that. The kind of match, as neutrals, we all love to come and see.
And a quick
Your final
reminder
thoughts,
today
Jim?
that parking
Kuching
in the
City
area around
just
the
may have
stadium is
felt
strictly
a little
forbidden.
extra.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. There's the whistle. According to what we've been told, this is how it looks. It's 4-3-3.
Yeah, and the two wide players up front can make the system pretty much succeed or fail. They'll be quite flexible in their creative movement. They like to drift in. At times they'll mix their game up and keep their width. And of course they're also expected to track any runs from opposition fullbacks. So they've got quite hard-working jobs, but if they can gain a one-on-one advantage, they can dictate.
And he's being shifted off it. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Pings it across. And the keeper gets his hands on it. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He's got away. And that's been drilled in.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Vigo, not one to pass up the chance to run up the defence. He loves those duels.
Well, you can't grumble when a player at least tries to make something happen.
Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Yeah, Marquinhos, he's one of the toughest and most competitive centre-backs in the business. He's the kind of player you can rely on to always be just where you need him, making a vital interception or just making life...
Oh, good climb!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
He is just caressing the ball. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. That's a throw. Bale. There's the crossfield ball. Maldini promptly onto that, and that is that. Pullet, who needs just a moment to score a goal. Figo. In towards the back stick. Oh, good effort! And he's straight offside. Tries to play it through.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
And he shoots! Smashing delivery, just didn't do enough with it.
That definitely had the element of surprise to it. Clearly came in when no one was expecting it, and it was drilled.
Kuching City, so far providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. And it's Belletti. Now, can they get him away? Figo, he has found the way through. That's going across goal. Cannavaro with the clearance. Kokchu. Vieira. Adriano. Chance here to counter. Shifted it to the flank. Now it's Bale. Bale. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Adriano. Thinks about Platini! Now that is commitment to the cause.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
He's rising! But he's left disappointed. Corner number 2 then. Impressive jump! Not pretty, but it gets the job done. It's gone for a throw-in. Kokchu. Maldini spots it and intercepts. Looking for options for movement. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Oh, that's fabulous.
There's much frustration as to the lack of a touch to finish that off.
Substitution on the field, number 18, failed. Coming on to replace him
Rijkaard gets it
number
away.
15, Gullit.
Now it's Platini. Now it's Figo. Not the most accurate pass. Looking for the run. Just past the 40th minute mark. Adriano, and the shot! And it's been... And again! It's there!
I think this is a very welcome time for a goal, Peter. There was a momentary drop-off into defence, and he was just too good a player to miss that. A special talent has given us all a very special memory.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Kuching City have fired themselves in front.
Well, I think...
There's the header! Deftly away. And now a sudden chance to counter.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Figo, rapid and full of intent. And he's managed to get free. And it's... Goes for the header! Now that was a full-blooded header.
Well, he can't be accused of not being brave, Peter, and his boss will give him the thumbs up, I'm sure.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And that is the end of the first half. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, I'm a little bit worried for them and the way they've looked in transitions, Peter. They've been a bit exposed, so they might be only one down, but they can't afford to have any more sloppy moments. Concede another, and we know it's an awful long way back.
Kuching City looking solid, if not too much more at half-time. It's 1-0. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. Kuching City leading courtesy of the game's only goal. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And the shot! That's another chance! A collective sigh of relief from the defence. Kuching City get their fourth corner. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Jubilo Iwata have the chance to go the other way. Nicely weighted ball. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. And it's been hooked away. And here's Figo.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Platini producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope. He's been really sharp. That's a great interception. Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
Pass somewhat off target.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
The attendance for this
That's
match
too far
was
for anyone.
28,997.
Costa Curta. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, while the temptation's always there, Peter, I think it would be ill-advised of them to try settle for what they've got.
Into... Oh, great leap! Oh, the ball's run loose here.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
That's going right the way across. Drives, he leaps for it! Well taken goal. They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
A really thumping header, absolutely crashes it in.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball, made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Substitution in progress.
Time then for the first substitution of the game. We're looking at a different game now.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Vigo providing an outlet on that flank. Marquinhos. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Kuching City are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Has to go back here. Mateus. Oh, important interception. And it's Marcelo. Crosses it in. Getting up there! Firm header just off target.
He did so well there. It's just a shame about the accuracy.
Not the best distribution from the keeper. Kochu. Oh, delightful ball.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Half an hour gone in the second half.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
He's found a way through. Looking for options for movement. Chance to deliver. Schmeichel claims it. Safe hands. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
He's beaten the last man. Tries a shot! And it's in! And they're back in front! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
Kuching City have their lead.
You have to credit the desire we've just seen here, Peter, the desire to stick to your task and keep on chipping away. Some might have backed off, but not this lot. This is very impressive.
Marcelo gets on his bike and on the move. Cleared without hesitation. And that's a throw-in.
Substitution on the field. Number 14, Hasebe. Number 22,
An instinctive
Kuchu.
delivery.
Coming on the
Toure
field,
clears it away.
Number 27, Serginho.
That's tidy.
Number 4, Ruben Neves.
Delivers the
Substitutions
ball.
taking place.
Only partially clear. He's being urged to shoot. Tries the cross. And he's taking no chances there.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Nice bit of trickery. And it's Ruben Neves. Now it's Marquinhos. That's a good run down the left. And he plays one through. Mateus, he's shifting, he's had a shot! And a neat finish! And surely that clinches it! There really is no way back now! So that's it, it is all over. It's a super show all round, both sides doing their best to impose themselves, but one evidently, undeniably better equipped than the other.